We're good. All right. We're going to wait a second here, make sure we're live.
Yeah. Can we see how many viewers are in the chat?
Yeah, we've got 13,
What's up, chat?
14. What's going on? We are live here at Feldman Chevrolet of Highland. I'm Blue by 90. We've got Jason Ballant here from Feldman. Jason, appreciate you joining us.
Oh, welcome.
There you go. Thank you for tuning in here. We are at a signing for Bryce Underwood, Marlon Klein, Mason Curtis, Fred Moore, Donovan McCulley. We've got the whole squad here, a bunch of offensive weapons, one defensive weapon.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a fun day. Tanner, you and I talk about this all the time on the podcast. We're in the middle of summer. I love being on a boat in summer, but being here with these football players, with Maize and Blue all around, I am so ready.
Hey, you know what I've been doing this week, don't you?
Yeah.
I have not been outside.
College football 26.
It's been hot as hell, but college football. And we're going to be doing some stuff with college football this year, I think. And I'm excited for that with Blue by 90. But no, man, I'm ready for football. That gets me in the – like, I think kids don't know what it was like when we were younger, man, because like, for me, football season kind of kicked off like, oh, I got to go to Walmart or Best Buy or GameStop to get the game.
You got to
Football's
camp
about
out
to start.
the night
Yeah,
before.
2 days are getting ready to start.
Have you ever camped out for anything like that?
No, I have not. But you got to respect the people that do for sure. Those diehard fans.
Hey,
that's right.
We had
people
folks
camped out today.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
But,
got here at 5A.
Hey,
5A.
5A.
I like that.
Just shorten it
I
up.
like that. Bryce is 5A.
Yeah. So I'm ready for football. That always to me signals like, hey, football's here. Summer's getting close to winding down. I love summer. It's been super hot. I sweat. I'm ready for the cool fall air.
Ready for like a 50-degree
some dew,
yes.
Some frost on the windshields.
I don't know if they have 50 degrees yet.
I'm cool with it. Give me hoodie weather, man. I'm ready for it. But no, we're real close, man. And
we are
having these guys here and partnering with Feldman. It's been such a fun day, and we've got some good stuff coming that'll be coming out, over the next couple of days. But yeah, I'm ready for football, man.
For sure. So Jason, tell me about what the reason behind all of this is. You obviously have been an awesome partner, not just for us, but a lot of these student athletes here at Michigan. In fact, you want to know something I haven't even told you, but I had a wrestler text me this morning. He said, hey, do you know any dealerships in the area? Because I just got in a crash and I'm going to need a new car. I was immediately like, all right, we got Feldman for you. We're going to get you, taken care of there.
Appreciate that.
But what is, what's the meaning behind all this, and why do you do this here at Feldman Chevrolet of Highland?
Well, we love doing across all stores, all locations. We do a lot of grassroots charitable efforts across the board. And this was just a chance to really expand those grassroots efforts and do, some charitable things, invite the community in to share with, our local student athletes like Bryce Underwood, for example, grew up right in the backyard here, #1 prospect in the country. And, just being able to invite the community in to share with those experiences with him. Like earlier this year, we did that charitable partnership with you and with Bryce. And donated a car. We got some things planned for later this year.
For sure.
But just expanding those grassroots efforts. The employees also, they just eat it up. I mean, the employees just absolutely love it. The customers love it. And I'm not going to lie, it's great exposure for the store. I mean, we've had 300 plus people coming in here today. But it's just been fun. It's been fun for the athletes, for my team here at the store, and for the community.
It only makes sense to have the #1 prospect at Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, as you can see behind us. Right?
That was smooth.
Absolutely.
You like that?
You do segues a lot?
Yeah, I try to.
Has anybody inquired in line about a new vehicle?
We've sold cars to people waiting in line.
You might sell one to me.
Actually, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Me and Tanner might drive away with Silverados today.
One of the gentlemen that got here at 5 a.m., he got here, told me our security system was trying to kick him off the property, got here before we opened. But actually, he came inside while he was waiting and bought a new truck. So,
there you go.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, it is so funny it's crazy, for people here when are people ever lined up at a dealership at 5 a.m.?
Yeah, 100%.
But when you have these guys coming, they bring the people. And I think, we talk about this a lot just offline, but it's so nice when you are dealing with such good kids too, right? And I hate to even call them kids because they're grown men. They tower over all of us, and we're big boys too. But how nice is that for you to just, be able to not only give back to Michigan, athletics to the student athletes and all that, but just to hang with the cool guys here too, and just nice guys.
Yeah, no, they're all down to earth, super smart kids. They're they're very relatable in terms of just going out, getting an education, wanting to compete at the highest level, but they're all very down to earth, grounded, just regular guys, man, just regular dudes that you want to hang out with at a tailgate or, come into the dealership and get, service work done on their cars or whatever. But yeah, they're real easy to deal with, great customers and, great people to have partnerships with to help, grow our grassroots efforts.
How awesome has it been to, with NIL becoming more and more prevalent in college sports, to be able to partner with student athletes? This is something, 2020 you wouldn't have been able to do. So how awesome has that been?
It's been great. It's been great, man. It's been really good. So like I said, just the social media presence that it brings our stores, the local, we had the Detroit News in here, Associated Press, Blue by 90 in here today.
On 3, shout out Clayton Safety.
Yeah, On 3 in here today. So just a ton of local and national media. It's great exposure for the store, but also for the student athletes, right? Getting their names out there and, helping them grow their brands as well. So it's been a great partnership.
Yeah. And I think that, for when you're looking at, for you as you're marketing your dealership, there really is no better, people to associate yourself with than these young men and, women of Michigan. You have the stand-up student athletes. And I think it's so important to your point, Tanner, just like you are a very important piece to the NIL equation, right? I think, as somebody who's been on the inside of it and seen it from the inside and the outside, there's so much in the recruiting process of, the collective and Jared Wangler over at Champion Circle, and they're super involved, obviously. But then the car piece is a big piece. That was, that is.
And that's been going on in the South. I mean, they were getting Hellcats. Now our guys are getting Z06.
Exactly.
Getting a Z06 Corvette.
So
we got some guys driving some of the our nice. We do a lot of pre-owned vehicles here too. So I mean, we are a Chevy store, right? But if somebody wants a little something different, we can get a low mileage, great, certified pre-owned vehicle for them as well. And some of the gentlemen here today are in those.
Yeah, Marlon's got a truck from another vehicle
Moore,
manufacturer.
Yep. So we can accommodate them in any way, but it's also great with University of Michigan. I mean, just the being involved with that university, and I've had some interactions like Justin said with Champion Circle, things of that nature. Great people and just a great university as a whole. And obviously the reach they have and being able to get involved with this has been great for the store.
For sure. And we're looking across here. We've got Marlon Klein, Mason Curtis, Bryce Underwood, Donovan McCauley, Fred Moore over there. I mean, you're looking at these guys. We're ready for the season. I think they're ready for the season. We had them over here on the podcast earlier and just chopping it up. I mean, I think the most fun thing that we've heard here today is the tenacity with which these guys are attacking summer workouts. We were giving Donovan some crap because Bryce likes to, be up at 5 a.m., going to these workouts, texting all his receivers to get out there and, hey, let's throw it around. From your perspective, not only as a partner to them, but as a fan too, how exciting is it to hear that?
It's very exciting. Yeah, very exciting. Bryce was in here actually recently doing getting some service work done on one of his vehicles, and he was sitting in my office and he was hitting up all the receivers and tight ends saying, hey, we're having a throwing session tomorrow at 5 a.m. And he had them all on speakerphone, one after another. I mean, he probably called 10 different people, and not one of them gave him any pushback at all. Everyone, I think, said bet, that they're in, let's go, so that was awesome. Just having that growth mindset, putting in that extra work, you call it, and every one of these guys are definitely ready to rock and roll this fall. So I think they're going to have a big year.
Well, and the one thing I will say, just sitting here and, there's a lot of ways you can do an event like this from the player's perspective. You could kind of come and just go through the motions, but these guys are taking every picture. They're giving these guys smiles. They're chopping it up with these younger kids. I mean, this is just such a cool event to see these guys. Because, I mean, they are kids. I mean,
they're young men.
They're in your early 20s.
Yeah.
And Bryce is a teenager, and they're so mature. And so I think that's just so cool to see, even though they've got the cool vehicles and all that, they just are level-headed and they're still giving back to the community. To your point, Jason, it's just been, just from afar, It's been awesome to see.
I'll tell you what else has been awesome to see is all these pieces we're looking at coming through here. I mean, some of these fans just got some really, really awesome swag they're bringing in here that are getting signed up and such. I've seen some really cool pieces. So some great fans in here today.
That's for sure. Everyone's walking in with, they've got a bag or they've got, their helmet, the football, whatever they want.
They just got it from the Valiant pop-up store here.
Yeah. Shout out Valiant. We appreciate them. They're right behind us. They've got all the Bryce Underwood merch, the only licensed merch out there right now. So if you're looking to get an official Bryce Underwood shirt, jersey, t-shirt, anything like that, go to valiantufm.com and check it out. So we appreciate them coming out. It's been awesome already. Even you look at Mrs. Underwood right behind Bryce here too, and the young man that she's already raised here. Just, it's really cool to see, to your point again, of how great that they interact with the fans. I have been at a lot of athlete appearances, and I've seen them all over the country. These guys actually care, right? They want to be here. They love interacting with the fans. And when you get, the young kids that come up and ask for an autograph or a picture, and it's making their day, that's why we're doing this, right?
100%.
Well, and it's go ahead, Jason.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I mean, it's cool to see too the fan support. I mean, we know that Michigan fans will come out and they are fired up, man. They are pumped, and we're all along there with them. I mean, we are excited about Bryce being at Michigan, about these guys coming out and doing this, and we're excited for the season. So it's just cool to see the reciprocity from the players. I mean, again, they're here for 2 hours, and they did a podcast with us. They were here a little bit before, and they were talking with your guys, your sales team, your service folks. I mean, just making that time. Again, it makes you proud to be a Michigan fan. If you're an alum, same thing, because you see these guys representing University of Michigan in a great light, and it's cool to see the fans give that love back too.
Absolutely. When these athletes come into the store too, I mean, they're just regular customers, regular people, man. They come in here, they sit down at like a sales associate's desk, or they wander through the service departments. They hang out, pop the doors on the cars, just hang out and, mingle with the staff. All the staff's gotten pictures with them. They just come in here and, have conversations with them. They're awesome. I mean, it's a great partnership with the student athletes for sure.
That is for sure. We've got some viewers out here. Chevy Tough, who I like that.
Shout out Jerry. He said go Blue Boys.
He's I bought my wife her Silverado from Williams Chevrolet up here in Traverse City. So there's Chevy. You might have
far
to come
enough away.
Yeah, you might have to come down to Feldman for your next one. But
we do deliver up to Traverse City.
We're
I'll hand deliver it. I'll personally deliver it. Please buy a Corvette. And I'll drive on up there. It'll be great.
Actually, we have a car hauler, so
there you go.
It's going to be me. You're going to, Jerry. I'm going to bring you the car. Maybe a couple 100 miles on it. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it.
Shout out Leroy.
Bring it back for service.
So going back to what you guys do here, I feel like we're sitting here right now. It's July of 2025. Bryce hasn't even taken a snap, and people are going crazy over these guys, right? What's going to happen when we do this next year? We might have to take up the whole road.
We might need a new building.
The whole county. I don't know.
I think it's going to be longer than a couple hours. That's for sure. I think, we're going to have to, expand parking and so on and so forth for that.
That's for sure. It is super exciting, but also crazy at the same time. We're sitting here, he actually, I was, talking to somebody the other day. He doesn't turn 18 till August. Just crazy to think about. You and I have said that on the podcast multiple times, but it still blows my mind.
It's crazy that we know that, but it's been repeated so many times, and it is hard to believe because he looks like Cam Newton.
Well, and
100%. He looks like a Josh Allen, but probably a little faster, a little bit more twitchy. But yeah, I mean, at 17, I'm a pretty big dude myself, but Bryce, I mean, what Sharon just say? 6'3", 230?
Yep.
At 17 years old?
There's no way he's 6'3".
He's got to be.
He's as tall as me.
He said 6'4",
okay, I think he's as tall as me.
But then we're sitting there also.
Yeah, you're a pretty big dude, man. I thought you were a D tackle walking in here.
He gets Trevor Keegan a lot.
Okay.
I'll tell you what.
So offensive lineman.
The Qdoba in Ann Arbor once, they said, "Hey, are you on the team?" And I said, "No, but thank you. I'm a late 20s father, but thank you for the compliment."
Well, said to Justin earlier this year, congratulations on getting drafted.
I was standing next to Donovan McCulley. Somebody came up to me, shook my hand. Congratulations on being drafted. They thought I was Colston, but
that's a good one.
I will take that.
I don't
He is
see
a lot
it.
Younger, better looking, faster, stronger.
You guys are like tall white guys. I don't see it.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Idaho?
No, I've never been to Idaho.
No.
I haven't peeled a potato before, but no, I mean, the other thing too is I'm standing next to Donovan McCulley and Marlon Klein. These boys are gigantic. You know, I'm 6'3" and they are towering over me. So I don't want to put it out there, but Marlon did tell me he's feeling real good. He thinks he's in the best shape of his life, which I think, talking about him, he's poised to have a huge year.
You know who else I'd like to give a shout out to is Fred Moore. Fred Moore's been coming in here for a couple of years. Quiet. He's quiet, but I can see just from last year, earlier this year, like he's been putting his time in the gym. You can see it. I mean, I can tell you other thing too. He's completely locked in. He looks like he's 100% ready to play today.
That's right.
So I think he's gonna have a big year too.
I'm excited about Freddie. I think, early on in 2023 on the national championship team, he got a lot of run against ECU. He had a few catches. JJ was throwing him the ball, and I was very excited. And the last year, wasn't maybe what he wanted. But then in that bowl game, he has a back shoulder fade catch for a touchdown.
He was open a few times.
No, absolutely.
He was open.
Absolutely.
Not throwing any shade in anybody, but he's got some wheels on him. So I think he's going to be a good down the field threat for us. And I asked Marlon a little bit ago. I said, I heard 11 seconds in the 100, and he goes, I think I can do a little better than that.
11 seconds at that size is insane.
Well, I mean, we've been hearing, and again, to your point, last year, I mean, we love our guys, but the quarterback situation was rough. The offensive line situation wasn't that much better either. So it was a tough combination for last year's offense. But we had been hearing last year going into the season, Justin, that Marlon was poised to have a big, and he had a phenomenal game against Ohio State. Don't forget, Michigan doesn't beat Ohio State without some of those big catches he made on 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7.
The half bobble.
Yeah, he played his tail off. So I think all these guys. I mean, Mason Curtis had a big interception in the end of the year against Northwestern.
Yep.
I mean, dude, let's talk about Mason Curtis real quick.
Yeah, go for
6'4", 230. Like, thought he was gonna be a linebacker. He's playing safety.
Yes.
I mean, he's one of those kids. It's like you just take him and figure it out.
He's got the body, and you put him in there.
I was just chopping it up with him a few minutes ago, actually, and he said he's getting some run at nickel. And I mean, just imagine that length at nickel. I mean, that's
like Cam Chancellor.
Yeah, he's gonna cause problems. I mean, that's gonna be
and the other thing too is Jair Hill is also just as big. So now we've got some height. Some
Shamari Earls, true freshman coming in, is like 6'2", 190. Yes. I mean, they've got long, rangy corners, and that's when Michigan's defense I thought has always been its best. When they have guys on the outside, like Will. I mean, Will was 6'2", 200 pounds, like those long,
100%.
rangy, long striding corners that can cover. This defense.
Defense is lights out.
It's going to be
lights out.
That is the fun part too. I think if you're sitting here, thinking about the offensive situation, and we don't know what Bryce will end up being at. We don't know what this offense is going to look like, to its full extent. Obviously the possibilities are endless, right? Yeah. But when you're looking at the defense, you don't have to be Superman if you're Bryce Underwood, if you're Marlon Klein and Fred Moore, et cetera, et cetera. You guys just have to get your job done. The defense is going to do their part.
Yeah, say they slip up just once, throughout the season, but what people aren't taking into consideration is by the time we play like Ohio State, Bryce, I mean, he's going to have 11, 12 starts under his belt by the time
he's not a freshman anymore, right?
Correct. He's going to be in big road environments and everything by that time. So, you make the Big Ten championship game, the playoffs. I think they got a good shot at least the 12-team playoff this year. And I think the running game alone is going to be nasty along with that defense. And Bryce is going to make his plays. And people don't even talk about it. He's got an arm that's crazy, but what about when they actually, call some designed run plays, or he just improvises and needs to get that 3rd and 5 or whatever and uses the legs? I think it's going to be a good year. I think a lot of people are sleeping on Michigan.
We talked about that when we had our good friend Trevor McHugh on from Rivals, now part of the On3 Network. But we talked about him in the run game is going to keep defenses honest, and with the passing, I think the guys talked about it. They're going to be more explosive because you can't just key in on a Coel or Donovan run. Exactly. You have to play. The inside run, the quarterback run, the deep shots, like you're going to have to play Michigan the way that you play other teams, and you're not going to be able to just, bring 6, 7, 8 guys in the box. So I think that's going to make a huge difference to your point that this offense is going to be a lot better.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, I think that they're also, every single guy that I've talked to on the offensive side of the ball said, yeah, listen, we're obviously going to air it out more than we did last year, but we're still a running team, and that's coming from receivers saying that. Marlon Klein's telling us that. And so I think for Michigan fans out there, we're not going to get away from the ground and pound. You've got Jordan Marshall and Justice Haynes that
We're
are
not trying to be Ohio State.
Exactly. What we're going to do is still, take it to you. So that's what I'm excited about too, is that they're not going to just completely flip this offense, overnight.
Yeah, and I think again, just to best kicker in the country, right? Gonna get the punter situation figured out. Got some explosive incoming guys to be able to return the ball on punt and kick. Excuse me, but I keep thinking about the defense, and Mason brought up Dominic Nichols coming into a sophomore year, 6'6", 260. Like, he's one of those kids where you're like, man, as a recruit, like maybe a little raw, some coaching, coached up by Coach Esposito, Wink,
and also getting to learn behind a TJ Guy and a Derek Moore, right?
Yeah, guys have been here 4 years that have played a lot of really good football. I thought TJ Guy was very good at the end of last year, and I'm excited to see his growth. Derek Moore's been extremely consistent. They got a lot of guys coming in. Damon Payne, the dude from Clemson, I can't recall his name. Trey Williams, right?
Yep.
And you got a lot. Rayshawn Benny's back. Did you see Rayshawn, by the way, switched his number back to 26?
I saw that.
Really?
Yes, he said 55 didn't feel right, and I'm like, you know what? I agree.
I respect that.
I like it.
Mason did his thing. Let it be.
Let it sit for a little bit.
Yeah.
I think Benny's got a shot at first round.
I agree.
Rayshawn Benny is, I think, nationally very underrated. People that know football, I think, have him high up there. And obviously Michigan fans were a little biased, but, man, that guy has just made big play after big play in his career, and he's coming into his 5th season. I just think he's going to be phenomenal this year.
Great pass rusher.
Yeah.
Yes. And he's good against the run, too.
Nolan, why don't you pan the camera real quick to the fans and to the
get it off our ugly mugs.
All right, we got to show everybody, what's going on. There you go. Show the whole Feldman Chevrolet showroom here. They've got a great setup. Usually there's the unbelievable cars sitting here, but now
what would you normally put here?
We actually had 3 Corvettes in here
before
we set this up.
Maybe we'll skip the Silverado, go straight to a Corvette. We'll run it past my wife. We'll get verbal confirmation.
Take that across MIF.
It's a great family car.
See if we can get the car seat in there. It's got room for the golf clubs.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, man, we're super excited to be here. And I think, is this going to be just a yearly thing? We had Will and Colston last year.
Yep.
Now we've got these 5 guys.
It will be. Yep.
Who knows what will happen next year?
I agree. Keep growing it.
Keep growing it.
Jason,
sure.
what kind of lease deals, what kind of finance deals, what kind of deals can the folks expect when they get into to the dealership here with your team?
Well, we got some 0% financing available right now on new Chevys, and we got some great leasing programs right now. Stuff starting as low as $100 a month on like some EV Equinoxes, under 200 in the hundreds, and Silverados. You got some great programs and incentives on those as well. And like I pointed out too, we got over 200 used cars on the ground right now available for sale. And
it's a huge lot over there. You got.
I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna just go walk around, see what's out there.
I feel like I'm nervous to do that.
I will talk myself into large purchases for no reason. So
just go to our website, feldmanchevrolethighland.com, and let us know if you're interested in something.
There you go. Shout out Jordan Beal. Thanks for the comment. Appreciate you. Shout out Waddy in the comments as well.
Is he on the Twitter comments?
He's in the Twitter comments.
That's why I've been on my phone. I've been looking at the comments.
Check out. He put in a link of Rayshawn Benny. I want to see what it is. Something from PFL.
I'm gonna pull it up here. We got some comments. We have 392 live viewers on Twitter/X.
Shout out to all the viewers. We appreciate you. If you have questions, put it right into the chat here. Or respond.
I cannot pull up that link. Okay. I'm assuming it's something related to PFF grading for Rayshawn Benny.
Yeah. I'll
which
see if I can pull
he's always graded very highly because he's a very sound defensive tackle.
I love it.
It's not letting me pull it up. I don't know if it's going to do it for you, but
that's all right.
Waddy, we appreciate you. Congratulations on your 6 months, man. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Excited for him.
Shout out him. So I think the other thing I wanted to ask you too is just, when you've been dealing with these guys and, there have been a couple guys that, I've introduced you to and you've just gotten to know different guys throughout it. How does that process work when speaking of the NIL side, how does that work with an athlete? You don't have to go into specifics, but, how have you guys been supporting these student athletes and how exactly does that work?
Well, with some of them, we do some pretty big discounts on leases and such, as much as we can help out. And then on some of them, like with Underwood, Loveland, and Will and such, we have a partnership with them to where, they give us, store appearances and, support on the social channels and such. And we actually put them in vehicles and we pay the payments for them on the vehicles. And then like other athletes, we discount pre-owned vehicles, we discount, new leases and such. And, that's what we do for a lot of our customers as well. They come in here and, we do what we can to, to accommodate their transportation needs.
Love it. Yeah, it's honestly, it's something, like I said, being in the NIL world, it's something that is an unbelievable part to support, because these guys, they get to campus and a lot of them, like Bryce, are 17 or, whoever, they haven't had a car before, right? They're going on their own for the first time. To have something that's reliable. I do know guys that before you came into the fold didn't have something reliable, and then they're riding a scooter to class, or they're walking to Schembeckler Hall. So it is a huge piece of support, and I couldn't thank you enough from my side of things too.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's been a great opportunity for us too. Like I said, obviously aid to provide those vehicle needs for the University of Michigan student athletes, and who wouldn't want to team up with a great university like that with the largest alumni group, and right here in our own backyard. I mean, we're 20 minutes down the road from Ann Arbor, and we're right here in Oakland County, where a lot of Michigan fans and Michigan athletes reside. So it was just a complete no-brainer for us.
I love it. All right, we do have a question from my guy Jordan Beal. Any incoming receivers we hope will emerge as a playmaker for Bryce to check it to?
Anthony Simpson.
Oh,
that's from Bryce said he's a burner. Bryce said he's really fast.
Okay,
there you go.
Why do I not know him? Because I saw him in the video game and I thought
transfer from UMass.
That's right. Okay.
Come on. This is why he's going to take over.
He knows the ball. Yeah. Let me send you my
mic
and my webcam. You know how last year they had guys that weren't, signed NIL with the EA Sports. So I was like, who is this dude? He's been balling.
Burner.
Yeah, he's been balling completely. Man, thank you. Jason knows ball.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So come get you a vehicle, chop it up with him, talk
honestly,
some football.
That is what we do every time I'm here.
Yeah.
We just talk football. We never talk cars, honestly.
Yeah, sometimes on the phone, too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, our conversations start with like, hey, we got to do this for business, blah, blah, blah. It quickly turns into, so the season's coming up.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Jason, Justin and I do the same thing. This is how bad it is. We'll get on this software and we won't be recording, and we're just talking football for 15. It's like, dude, we got to literally do this. We could have saved ourselves 15 minutes.
Yeah. But I mean, I think Andrew Marsh is going to be, a big time contributor as well. Just talking to these guys as well, it was very apparent that they are big believers in this wide receiver room as a whole. So when you're talking about Fred and Donovan and obviously Marlon here, and then you go down the list of Peyton O'Leary and, Andrew Marsh coming into the fold, I think they are very confident with the, what that room is going to look like and how much different it's going to be than last year.
Sure. Tight end room super deep too. We just had Jalen Hoffman in here this week, right? He bought a car from us, and this guy looks like he was built out of a weight room shop. The guy's just super jacked. But anyone that watched the spring game I was shocked at the wheels he had at the spring game. But once again, just like I said with Fred, he's quiet, but he's just super locked in. I mean, he's ready to play right now.
See, okay, it's funny you say that, because I literally said it to Donovan while we were golfing yesterday. I was like, yeah, Fred's just such a quiet guy. And he goes, Fred ain't quiet. What are you talking about? So I think he flips the switch for us.
There you go.
Then when he's in the locker room or on the field, he's talking crazy.
There you go.
Well, let me just say this. Fred's ready to play right now. I'm ready to tailgate right now.
Ooh,
I'm ready to drink right now.
That's right.
But we got, how many more days do we have? We got about
49,
7 weeks.
Yeah.
49 days. Blue by 90 tailgate.
It's
going to be popping.
Tailgates aren't good for
you
drop
drink the seltzers.
Yeah.
You stay away from the wheat and the beers. You might be all right.
It's the barbecue too, though, right?
Yeah.
We are partnering up with Feldman for our tailgates as well, so you guys will have a presence. We've been talking when we've been talking tailgates, like we're gonna have the Silverados on site there. People can come check them out there. we might like sell one right on site at the tailgate. You never know.
If you don't get me now, you're gonna get me when I'm 7 beers in, man.
We
I
do
keep
do,
talking.
We won't let you
yeah.
drive it away. Then
Yes,
We
thank
do remote deals, so I mean it is possible.
They can
There you
deliver.
go.
We can
Remember, they
sign it right there.
there you
they
go.
got a car hauler. They can deliver it.
Ooh.
100%.
Well, we do also have a live band booked for week 1. Clayton Anderson, who
Electric.
if you were at the 2022 Michigan State game, we had him, and it was maybe the best tailgate.
Tracy Smith came up.
Yep.
I've
Shout
been to
out,
a couple
Coach.
of Justin's tailgates here. I don't know if I can keep up though. I mean, I don't know if I can keep up. We'll
Get on the
I'm
Shotsky.
gonna try though. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Try.
Bongzilla.
Yeah,
You just
I'm
got
gonna
to
try.
pace yourself throughout.
Yeah, yeah.
Week 1 is a night game,
Yeah,
so
stay hydrated.
Just-
Drink some water.
If you play Flip Cup, don't get on my team, Jason. I'm not very good at it, man.
he loses every time.
But you know what? I don't lose the Bongzilla. Just like
there
the
you go.
2023 Michigan Wolverines, undefeated.
Undefeated.
Okay.
Well, we are going to wrap it up here. Thank you to all of you listening. Oh, we got one more question here from Jerry. Is there a specific type of model or model of vehicle that the players gravitate towards? Good question, Jerry.
Silverados.
The Silverados for sure.
Got a lot of different trim levels. I mean, you can get them like McCulley just got one. It's all murdered out. You know, it's the black one with the black 22s. You know, black tonneau cover,
Not
the
bad.
smoked out windows, the Bose sound in it, Bose speakers in it. I mean, it's 100% Silverado.
Love it. And you want to know the funny story about Donovan too on that is he came in and we showed him the Silverado. He's like, I'm not a truck guy. I'm not getting a truck. I need a car. I need something, something mid-size. He ended up getting the Silverado.
He sure
he
did.
loved it so
Yeah.
much.
It's
So,
roomy. It just, you don't always need it, but
Yeah.
when you do, being able to just throw things in the bed or haul, like it is just a game
Yeah.
changer.
And plus, people think it was like drive like a truck, like it drives rough, but jump in a Chevy Silverado. I mean, they
Yeah.
drive. They're smooth. They're a nice
Oh,
ride.
It's like a rock.
You're up high. I love it.
And they're
So
a smooth ride.
all right. Well, thank you to
Thanks,
all
Jason.
who have tuned
Thank
in.
you, guys.
Thank you to you, Jason, for
Thank you.
having us here.
Thanks for coming in.
This has been an amazing event. We're going to take a little breather here for a
Yep.
little bit. We'll be back. We're getting through the line here, but it was long to start.
Yeah.
So
Still a lot of people here.
still a lot of people here. We will be back soon. Go Blue.
Go
Go
Blue.
Blue.